imagine all the money his parents sent him to yeshiva and he can't do this. Um, anyway, this week's Parsha, Shmot, again, is the beginning of the story of us getting out of Egypt. But first we have to be slaves. And if you notice, it is done in the slavery of the Jews is done in stages. Um, and the first steps were very simple. It doesn't say that Paro appointed taskmasters, as it's translated. It's Sarei Masim, tax masters. The Jews were given a special tax. So, and the Jews said, okay, it's bad, but we can deal with it. And then every step of the way, and if you've ever noticed throughout history, whenever dictatorships take over, they always start off reasonably. Nothing that you could really say, this is bad. Maybe it's a little bad, and then it builds up and builds up and builds up. And then suddenly, you realize that all your freedoms, etc., were taken away. A very important lesson. Remember that Egypt is the exile that was a symbol for all exiles afterwards. So it starts off very nice. It starts off a little bit bad, then a little bit worse, and then finally it gets to the point that it's unbearable. Sort of like the frog in the pot of, if you want to cook a frog, you put them in cold water and then slowly raise the heat. And then the frog dies because it doesn't realize it's being cooked because it's cold-blooded, so it's temperature, But this is how dictatorships work and how the enemies of the Jews work. They start off something simple, okay, they'll ban shchita. You say, okay, they'll ban shchita. Then they ban this and they ban that. And suddenly we realize that we can't be Jewish. So this is the lesson, by the way, of this week's Parsha, is Paro didn't do it automatically, that one day we're free and we're slaves. Let's see. No, it's okay. Just that it's a slow process, but then in the end we get killed. So to think about Kaddish, we can do Kaddish Rabbanim. We had one when we started. Okay. Yes.